Good morning, everyone. So let's start today's class with beautiful, good thought that the universe is so huge and we are a tiny part of it. And the date is 2011-25 and the day is Thursday. And we are in standard 6B and the total students present are 43. So before the subject is maths. So before starting this lecture, let's watch one short video, or you can simply see this slide, the picture on the slide. First we will watch the video. Okay, so let's start. So what is this video uh, looks like? Yes, shapes. Okay, so which shapes look flat and which looks like objects we can hold? Yes, you can see the picture as well. You can see different type of shapes which looks flat as well as the objects we can hold. Okay, so today we are going to study. So today we are going to study three-dimensional shapes. Okay, so let's start. What are three-dimensional shapes? Three-dimensional shapes are solid objects that have length, breadth, height. They take up the space and have faces, edges, and vertices. So examples are cube, cuboid, sphere, cylinder, and cone. You can watch this picture as well, which has many three-dimensional shapes, or you can say solid objects, because 3D shapes are solid objects. You can see length, breadth, and height of these objects, as well as faces, edges, and vertices as well. Examples are already present in front of you. So the next is faces. Let us see one by one what are faces, edges, and vertices. Few terms. Faces are the flat or curved surfaces of a solid 3D shape. Example, a cube has 6 flat faces. The next is edges. Edges are the line segments where two faces meet in a 3D shape. Example, a cube has 12 edges. Okay. Now the vertices. You can call it vertex also in singular form. So vertices are the corner points where edges meet in a 3D shape. Okay. So the example is a cube has 8 vertices. Now you can watch, you can see this picture as well, and you can see what is cube. A cube is a 3D shape made of squares. All of its faces are equal in size. It has 6 faces, 12 edges, 8 vertices, and you can see the example as well: dice, Rubik cube, ice cubes, which we can see at home also. There are many examples of cube. Okay, and you can see the picture. What are edges, what are faces, and what are vertex. You can simply see what is face, what is edge, where they are present on the cube or on 3D object. In a cube, length is equals to breadth is equals to height. Okay, so you can watch this video as well to get clear what is actually cube or 3D shape.
Visualizing cube. You can see the blinking faces. A cube has total of 6 faces. Corners. The red highlighters shows the corners of the cube. You can here visualize a cube has total 8 corners. Edges. The green highlighters show the edges of the cube, and a cube have total of 12 edges.
Through this video, you have gained the knowledge of faces, vertices, and edge of a cube. Now the next is cuboid. So what are the properties of cuboid? Like we have seen cube, This is another 3D shape, cuboid, and the properties are 6 rectangular faces. It has 6 rectangular faces and 12 edges, 8 vertices. Length, breadth, height are different. Whereas in cube, all are same. That is L is equals to B is equals to H. But in cuboid, they are not same. They are different. Example you can see in real life: book, brick, matchbox. Okay. Now this is the before proceeding, let's watch the difference between 2D shape and 3D shapes. So you can see the meaning of 2D. What is itself, the word itself says that flat shapes drawn on a surface, and 3D shapes are the solid shapes we can hold. Now, what are the dimensions of 2D shapes? Have two dimensions, that is length and breadth. And the 3D shapes have dimensions, having dimensions length, breadth, and height. Now the examples in the real examples you can take in the form of shapes like square, rectangle, circle. Now 3D shapes examples are cube, cuboid, sphere, and cylinder. Volume. Volume in case of 2D shapes has no volume because they are flat. Yes. Now the volume in case of 3D shapes, as they are solid, so they have volume. So this they have space inside, as they have space inside them. Yes. Now the next, we will watch a short video to identify parts of 3D shapes. Let's see.
Imagine conducting every part of your research only on one platform. Meet Boreum, your AI-powered research.
Welcome to the Maths Made Easy tutorial on 3D shapes. So in this video we'll be going through a few key terms and we'll look at a few different examples of some 3D shapes. So let's jump straight into it. So the first key term that we'll come across is vertices. So vertices are the corners of shapes. So this here is a vertex, which is the singular, vertices is the plural. And then the next key term, edges. So edges are the straight sides on the edges of a 2D shape. And then finally, faces. Now faces are the 2D shapes that make up the sides of the 3D shapes. So for instance, this square here is a face. Okay, so let's go through each of these shapes one by one and just go through each of these properties. So the first shape is known as a tetrahedron. So a tetrahedron is a specific type of pyramid where all the faces are equilateral triangles. The number of vertices is 4, the number of edges is 6, and the number of faces is 4. Okay, next we have a cube. Now a cube is like a three-dimensional square, if you like, so all the faces are squares. The number of vertices is 8, the number of edges is 12, and the number of faces is 6. Next we have a cuboid. So a cuboid is a sort of three-dimensional equivalent of a rectangle. Again, there are 8 vertices, 12 edges, and 6 faces. And then this last one here is a square-based pyramid. So in this case, welcome to the Maths Made Easy, if you like, so all the faces are squares. Pyramid. So in this case, there are 5 vertices, 8 edges, and 5 faces. So onto some other shapes. So again, I'm just going to put vertices, edges, faces, or VEF for short. So the first shape here is a triangular prism. So a prism is like a 2D shape stretched outwards. So the 2D shape is known as a cross-section. So in this case, the cross-section is a triangle. And in a triangular prism, there are 6 vertices, 9 edges, and 5 faces. Next, we have a cylinder. So let's have a look at an example. So in this example, we're asked to draw a cuboid. So a cuboid can be any rectangle sort of stretched into 3 dimensions. So I'll just draw this rectangle here. Now, this is quite a skill that you can.
So we have seen few examples: tetrahedron, cuboid, cube, and the faces and different parts of it, like we have identified vertices, edges, and faces. So through this video, you have gained some knowledge. What are the faces, vertices, and edges of cube and cuboid? So the conclusion is 3D shapes are solids with faces, edges, and vertices. We see them everywhere in real life. Like cube, what are the examples of cube? Dice, ice cube, and Rubik cube. And cuboid, brick, book, matchbox, and mobile phone. So the students, after going through this chapter, you have learned what are cube and cuboids, 2D shapes and 3D shapes. Now this is one homework for you. I have given one Google form in which I have given a few questions. You can see the assessment, three-dimensional shapes. How many faces does a cube have? Which 3D shape has no edges and no vertices in a cube? So you can submit the question after going through the chapter. And the next chapter, we will see of other shapes, 3D shapes or other shapes. We will see the other 3D shapes as well. So thank you, students.